How's it going, guys? Cameron here with Canadian Gamer, coming at you with a little bit of a rant video today. A little bit of a VR to Ken's Games collection. He was talking about this very topic the other day. We're talking about Nintendo Switch games, specifically the ridiculous prices we're seeing. I know it's nothing new. I know you guys are aware of this, but I'm telling you, it needs to be said. With Xbox, PS5, PS4, a lot of times you can go on eBay. Yes, eBay or Amazon or any other third-party website out there. And oftentimes, if you look hard enough, you can find a used game or a newer game, and it's going to be a little bit cheaper than what it would be if you walked into a big box retailer like Walmart or GameStop or Best Buy, as an example. Nintendo Switch is the exception to the rule, folks. It's the exception to the rule. So, what you're seeing here, I picked up Rayman Legends Definitive Edition, which I've always wanted to try it out. It looks really good. I picked that up for $25. I went out, let me just backtrack a bit. I went out to a GameStop that was not in a huge city, smaller city, right along the Canadian-US border. And I went in there, and they had something that I've never really seen before. They had a bargain bin for Nintendo Switch games. You don't see that in the big city. And not only that, the selection of games they had was, well, obviously, as you can see here, Return to Monkey Island. The selection of games they had was not picked over. So, yeah, I picked up Rayman Legends Definitive Edition for $25. And I picked up Return to Monkey Island for $50. I had to pull the trigger on it. It wasn't even on my hit list. It wasn't even on my wish list. I mean, I really did want the game, but I just thought it was never going to happen. And the reason is because Return to Monkey Island was released by Limited Run Games in conjunction with Devolver Digital. And it's sold out, obviously, on the LRG website. Was sold out right away. I know a buddy of mine, Dads and Lads Gaming, ordered a copy off of their website many moons ago, and he still hasn't received it yet. And I walked into GameStop today, not going to mention where I was, and they had a copy just sitting there. I don't know why. I guess some of the GameStops must have got a shipment of this game back when it came out months ago. This was the only copy that I'm aware of that they had. And so I picked it up. Now, this game, Return to Monkey Island, this was $35 on the LRG website, $35 USD when it was available. Plus, you factor in shipping, right? So that's, $35 USD is about $50 Canadian. So the price is right, but I didn't have to pay shipping, right? I went right into the store and I picked it up. That being said, folks, go on to eBay, look up Return to Monkey Island, specifically for the Nintendo Switch, not the PS4, not the Xbox. We're talking about the Nintendo Switch here. Because you get this game for those other consoles, it's not going to be as expensive as what it is for the Switch, okay? Again, I know this is a bit of a scalper's rant, a reseller's rant, but I checked it out this afternoon, and the cheapest copy of Return to Monkey Island physical copy, limited run games for the Switch on eBay, is $65 Canadian, plus $15 shipping and handling. So right there, you're at full retail. You're at $80. Then you factor on tax, you're over $90. Folks, I paid $50 when I went to the store to pick this game up. Because when you go to GameStop or Walmart, or even the pawn shop, for the most part, these places aren't price hiking these games, okay? This has to do with the Nintendo Switch for the most part. Yes, a little bit has to do with limited run games, but it has to do with Nintendo Switch and resellers. The Switch is still as hot as it ever was as far as the cost of games are concerned. Yes, Rayman Legends, you could probably pick that up pretty cheap online, but I'm talking about either the heavy hitters, the AAA games, or the ones that got a limited run. You're better off just going on the classifieds. You're better off just going to the store. than trying to order something off of eBay and factoring in inflation and shipping and handling. It's absolutely ridiculous. For me to pay $50 for this game today, I basically saved myself $30, which doesn't maybe sound like a lot to you, but it does to me, right? And I'll never find this game ever again out in the wild. I just happened to get lucky. But yeah, it needs to be said, if you're collecting for the Nintendo Switch, you're better off just going to the store. You're better off rolling the dice and going to the store. Not for necessarily for the AAA games, but for these niche games like Monkey Island, or even the Ori collection, which I saw there as well, which was $50, and I could have picked it up. But I mean, how many games do I need right now, right? Oh, and I was looking at that Prince of Persia game. Oh, I was. Oh, it was in my hands. So, yeah, I don't know what to say about this. I'm ecstatic that I found Return to Monkey Island and that I got it for the price that I did. But man, oh man, does it ever suck having to resort to Amazon and eBay when you're looking for Nintendo Switch games. Man, does it ever suck. Oh my god. And you can't win either way, because even if you do resort to the classifieds, unless you find somebody that's nearby, you're going to have to spend a little bit of gas traveling out of your way to pick up the game, right? So, yeah, I guess I just wanted to sort of, well, show you guys what I picked up, but also, highlight what, Ken's Games Collection did a better job of talking about, obviously, than I did. I just wanted to sort of give my 2 cents on it. You can check out his video on his channel. But yeah, it's a big problem right now. Like there's some websites out there that are selling Return to Monkey Island for the Nintendo Switch for $200, $300. It's crazy. It's fucking crazy. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys have a good night. Stay warm wherever you are, because it's raining out here. And we'll be back with something a little bit later. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Have a good night.